Jeffree Star Cosmetics is a vegan cosmetics brand, but its owner has been spotted wearing high-end clothing made from mink fur. Before I get into the story, I just want to put out a disclaimer. Please do not send any hate to Jeffree Star or anyone else mentioned in this story. This video is simply meant to report on the news and start a discussion about the situation. On January 15th, an image started circulating on Twitter showing Jeffree Star wearing mink fur clothing from high-end brands. The original poster seemed to be calling Jeffree out for wearing mink fur when he promotes his brand as being vegan and cruelty-free. The first item Jeffree is shown wearing is a Louis Vuitton mink coat, which retails for over $48,000. The second item is a mink-lined Fendi jacket that retails for over $10,000. The last item is a pair of Louis Vuitton mink slippers. The image also provided graphic information about the cruel ways mink lose their lives in order for their fur to be used in clothing. Several people said the clothing items were ugly and tacky. Those are the ugliest jacket, coat, outerwear things I have ever seen. The fact that poor animals were for this is an atrocity on every level. This is hurting my heart and my eyes. I feel like he just buys the most expensive anything and everything just because he can. I'm sure the checklist is it designer and obviously so? Consider it purchased. Almost nothing he wears is subtle or classy. I get it, but it also becomes so tacky, especially when he must be seen in a different $15,000 tracksuit daily. The only thing on this dude's mind is to become a walking billboard for expensive designer goods to show wealth. He doesn't care about animal or wearing fur, lol. Some people said he was hypocritical for wearing fur but having vegan and cruelty-free products. Remember when Kat Von D said Jeffree Star Cosmetics was only marketed as cruelty-free for the vegan bucks? His lifestyle is hyper-consumerism, and it's antithetical to the reduction of human and animal suffering. The dude likes tacky luxury, and that means leather and fur. I don't think he goes to Taco Bell for the rice and beans either. However, others pointed out that having vegan products for business reasons wasn't a bad thing. He said in the Shane Dawson doc series that Jeffree Star Cosmetics is cruelty-free, so people aren't excluded from using it. He's not a vegan and doesn't say he's one. Jeffree has never claimed to be a vegan himself, nor tried to give off that impression. So, what's the big issue? The dark side of the fur industry. According to the Fur-Free Alliance, fur farming causes pollution and biodiversity loss, and the fur pieces can be harmful for consumers to wear. Pollution happens because there's a lot of manure runoff from the large quantity of animals. This waste gets absorbed into the soil and can damage the surrounding environment where other wildlife exists. Pollution also happens in fur production stages. Fur farms run factories which emit a lot of greenhouse gases from burning fossil fuel and other resources. Biodiversity loss is a given. Fur farms take large quantities of species and put them down to collect fur. And finally, fur may not be safe to wear. There are toxic chemicals used to prevent the fur pelts from rotting, and toxic chemicals are also used to bleach and dye the fur to achieve certain styles. On top of the various environmental concerns, fur farms put down animals in a cruel way. In the case of minks, they are kept in small cages and are put down with gas. If you'd like to know more about mink fur in the fashion industry, check out our previous video about Billie Eilish's mink lash controversy, which will be linked down below. There's no denying that fur farming is ethically wrong, but at the end of the day, fur continues to be a controversial topic. Even if you opt for faux fur, this alternative can still harm animals. Faux fur is essentially a type of plastic that is not biodegradable. This is harmful to the environment and ultimately can destroy living conditions for wildlife. Real fur, on the other hand, is biodegradable, but it's usually sourced in unethical ways. So, what can you do if you want to support animals and the environment? Shop eco-friendly and vegan clothing brands. For example, Alabama Chanin is a brand that uses 100% organic cotton, sourced sustainably from seed to fabric, along with repurposed and reclaimed materials. Overall, Jeffree has the right to buy and wear whatever he wants, but it's important for people to know where their clothes come from and how they're made. What do you think about this story? Have you ditched fur fashion? Let me know in the comments below.